Taurus, let's start immediately with your reading. Before I forget, a reminder, this is a general reading. This is not personalized readings. I know that you're smart enough to realize that. Therefore, it means that a general reading. Don't expect to be 100% accurate in everything in your life. This is not personalized. And as it says in the description of the video, this is to give you warnings and advice. Warnings and advice for this month. So in other words, if you're looking for lovey love and fairy dust information, I'm not the guy for you, and you can change the video right now. Okay? We have here Oshumare, Oshun, and Chango. And then right below, we have the Emperor, Constantine. We have the Eight of Swords, and Saint Mary Magdalene de Papis. Notice that there is a very interesting pattern here. Oshumare, Oshun, Chango, they technically have a mirror image that is right below, which all of them are upside down. And this is all about yin and yang. This is all about 50-50%. This is about evolution and involution. This is about introspection and extroversion. And we see that dynamic. So in other words, there's no waves. There's nothing, I'm not going to say there's nothing going on. There's a dynamic that you have a 50-50% chance, and they're letting you know. In other words, it all depends on you. Okay? That's technically what the tarot cards are talking about. And then here we have the Strength, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Pope, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. And notice that we have, I'm going to emphasize this, the Hierophant, the Pope, and the Eight of Swords. They have something in common, and they're talking about liberation, breaking chains, breaking free from a prison, and all that kind of stuff. Breaking free, liberation, walking away from something that is enslaving you. That's the general concept of those two cards. And sorry, I went blank. And then when we look at here, we have, like I said, the Strength, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Pentacles. And at the same time, they're talking about action, taking action. And that's what, at the beginning, the tarot cards, Oshumare, Oshun, and Chango, they are technically also talking about that. It's about taking action. Life, in other words, are forcing you to take action. And if you're not taking action or control of your life, they're telling you you must. Okay, that's why you have 50-50%. It depends what you're going to do. If you decide to take the path of being introverted, of not doing anything, you're heading to a really bad outcome. Okay, that's technically what the tarot cards are saying. What they're mentioning here is that it has arrived the time for you to do something. About what? Well, it seems like you went through a lot of problems in the past. It could have been last month or a few months ago or a year ago, or who knows. But it sounds like you went through hell, in other words. Now they're technically telling you is, we're giving you a break, but now you have to show us what you're made of. You have to take sides. What are you going to do? Are you going to learn from the past and make changes, make amendments? Or you're simply going to intellectually contemplate and accept the experience, but you are not going to be willing to make the changes that require, and that's what they're bringing forward. In other words, did you learn or not? Did you learn? Show it. You didn't learn, you don't have to show it. Just keep doing the same stuff and you will see the outcome. That's technically what they're saying. I hope that is clear. Okay? That's what is coming forward. That's what they're telling you. In other words, let's say health-wise, you were diagnosed with whatever disease is. It doesn't matter. The common denominator is the same one. Are you making changes in your lifestyle? Yes. Did you learn the lesson? Yes. Show it. Make changes in your lifestyle. You didn't learn the lesson, or you don't want to learn the lesson, just stay the way you are, keep doing the same stuff, and you will see the results. That's technically what they're telling you. The same thing in a relationship. Did you learn the lesson? Show it. Make changes in the relationship. You don't make changes, well, the relationship is doomed to fail. So don't be surprised if eventually a divorce comes or a separation happens. It's up to you. You just need to make the changes, the amendments that you need to know. Show to the universe, in other words, that you learn by acting, not by just talking. Okay? That's technically the message that is bringing forward the tarot cards. Then we have here the Seven of Cups, the Moon Scorpio, the Four of Cups, Neptune, Cancer, a lot of water. And again, here what the tarot cards are talking about is that during all this period of time, you probably were exposed to, not exposed, let me use a different word, patterns emerged. A lot of schemas, negative schemas in this case, emerged. Highly probable you went to what is known as cognitive dissonance. So, probably not. You went through that. And the tarot cards, what they're saying is that you have been exposed to thinking patterns that need to change. But you have to show that you really changed. If you keep the same pattern, the same schema, the same way of thinking and analyzing and understanding many things, don't expect a good outcome. Okay? That's technically what the tarot cards are talking about. That's what they're saying. That's what they're mentioning. That's mainly for advice and warning. Now, there's something else here, and is closely related with the lymphatic tissue, I think it is. That some way there's something affecting the mind, not the brain, even though the brain and the mind, they go hand in hand, but it's mainly affecting the mind. So in other words, that seems like there is some toxins or pathogens that they're making their way into the mind, and they're affecting the mind. We could be talking about a lot of stuff here. We could be talking about Alzheimer, we could be talking senility, we could be talking about dementia, we could be talking about something that is affecting the mind, but it's closely related with the lymphatic tissue, with the lymph nodes, that liquid that travels along the vessels of the lymphatic system. It seems some way, somehow, there is some toxins reaching the brain. Okay? And that's all I have for you, my dear Taurus, for September 2000.